Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Tuesday, November 14th, 2017, and I am Logan Allen.
And I'm Emily Cowart.
Today's stories include a preview of Tarleton's Texan debate over Trump's proposed border wall, a new candidate for Erath County Judge, and more.
Coming up next on Texan TV.
In campus news, the Communications Department will host its second ever Texan debate this Thursday. We sat down with the director of the Texan debate, Dr. Del Ritchie, for more event details.
The purpose is to just discuss with civility a very controversial subject. The topic is building the wall on the border with Mexico. So 2 people in a team, and 2 of them will be for building the wall, and 2 of them will be against building the wall. Got 41 teams. And we also have some teams coming from Tarrant County College, Trinity River Campus in Fort Worth, and also Ranger College. And then we have about 37 teams from. I just want to encourage everybody to come this Thursday. They don't have to be in communication study classes to watch the event. They can come, bring your student ID if you're a student at Tarleton, and we'll sign you in, and you can pick the various debates you want to see. You can go see your friend's debate if you would like.
You can attend the debates in the auditoriums on the first floor of the OA Grant Building. Debates begin at 1, 2, and 3 p.m., and there's also an evening debate at 7 p.m. For more information about the debate, visit tarleton.edu/communications.
In local news, Heath Allen announced his candidacy for Erath County Judge on Monday morning. Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that Allen is a lawyer, 7th generation Stephenville resident, and a Tarleton State University graduate. Allen is a member of the Dublin Western Heritage Association, the Stephenville Evening Lions Club, the Oil, Gas, and Energy Resources Law Section, and the State Bar of Texas. Current County Judge Tab Thompson announced that he will not seek re-election in August. Allen is running against Alfonso Campos, who announced his candidacy in September. Elections for county judge will be held on March 6th.
And now today's national, state, and international news from the Associated Press. Domestic violence has significantly increased in the past few years. The Houston Chronicle reports that over 214,000 wives, husbands, girlfriends, and others were injured or killed in 2016 at the hands of a family member. This number has increased by 21,000 since 2011. During the first 10 months of 2017 alone, police received over 24,000 domestic violence cases. This is a 45% increase since 2013. Victims of domestic violence say that the abuse can carry over to the public. The Sutherland Springs shooter, for example, had a history of domestic violence. Investigators report that Devin Patrick Kelly had been discharged from the Air Force and for pleading guilty to assaulting his first wife and stepson. Captain David Angelo of the Houston Police Department says, "We recognize a husband who batters his wife may be a murderer tomorrow."
For national news, according to AP News, about half of U.S. adults are now considered to have high blood pressure under the new guidelines announced Monday that set a lower threshold for the silent killer, second only to smoking as a preventable cause of early death. We turn to AP News for more on this story.
About half of U.S. adults are now considered to have high blood pressure under new guidelines announced Monday by the American Heart Association and other medical groups.
Half of all adults. Yeah, that's the sad truth.
For decades, people were considered to have high blood pressure if they had a top reading of at least 140 or a bottom one of 90. Now, the threshold has been lowered to 130 over 80. The change means an additional 14% of adults are considered to have high blood pressure, about 30 million more people.
I want you to appreciate that this guideline emphasizes lifestyle measures.
Those measures include weight loss, regular exercise, a healthy diet high in fruits and vegetables, and limiting alcohol.
We've got to try to do a better job in helping adults to be healthy and helping clinicians to advise them how to be healthy.
Dr. Paul Welton, a Tulane University physician who led the panel, says the new advice is more honest about telling people when they need help for hypertension, the medical term used for high blood pressure.
The upper end of what was previously pre-hypertension, we're saying that's really hypertension. You're at double the risk for a heart attack compared to somebody with a normal pressure, and you should know it.
Often called the silent killer, high blood pressure is second only to smoking as a preventable cause of early death. Doctors are hoping the new advice helps patients lower their risk for heart disease, stroke, and other problems caused by high blood pressure. Krista Fourier, Associated Press, Anaheim, California.
For more of today's top national stories and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Donald Trump Jr. has released a series of Twitter direct messages that he traded with WikiLeaks during and after the presidential campaign. In the messages, WikiLeaks asks Donald Trump's son to push its content and release his father's tax returns. Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore is denying accusations from a woman who says he sexually assaulted her back in the 1970s when she was 16. Beverly Young Nelson both detailed the allegations and brought along her high school yearbook, which she says Moore signed. Rescue workers are digging through collapsed buildings around the Iran-Iraq border after Sunday's magnitude 7.3 earthquake. More than 400 people are reported dead in the two countries, mostly in Iran. And powerful windstorms pounded western Washington state, with gusts topping 60 miles per hour. One woman died when a tree fell on her car outside Seattle. Matt Small, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
The Dallas Cowboys must find a fast fix with the absence of 4 important players after Sunday's game. Dan Bailey, Pro Bowl kicker, and Tyron Smith, Pro Bowl left tackle, are both out due to groin injuries. And 2016 All-Pro linebacker Sean Lee left the game early after injuring his hamstring again in the 27-7 loss at Atlanta on Sunday. Running back Ezekiel Elliott will miss at least the next 3 games depending on the next round in the fight over his 6-game suspension for alleged domestic violence. With the loss from Atlanta, the Cowboys' 3-game winning streak was snapped, dropping their record to 5-4. Tight end Jason Witten said, "When you have really good players, some of the best in the league, and they're not out there, certainly that makes a difference." The team is returning to Texas for 3 straight home games, starting off with the NFC East leading Philadelphia Eagles when they come to Arlington for Sunday's game at 7:30 p.m.
For weather, we now turn to Nicolette Howe.
According to the National Weather Service, today will be partially sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 58. Tonight will be partially cloudy with southern winds blowing at 10 miles per hour. Back to you, Logan and Emily.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.
Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9.
You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news.
Today's broadcast was produced by Logan Allen, Emily Cowart, Nicolette Howe, Danny Hernandez, Ashley Inge, and Kaylee Williams. Have a wonderful day, Texans.